Last we left off, the party was entering the woods to find and eliminate the third pillar or so of the territorial bosses within the corrupted zone. They discovered what appeared to be some form of a ritual that was being conducted by an individual that was thought long dead during their encounter at Aten Port or something. Probably not Aten Port, but can't remember. Yes, somewhere around Aten Port. And yeah. They also discovered a priest that was also working with this armored figure. They managed to conduct a summoning ritual that brought forth a acid elemental, which was never done before. The group fought in a serious combat where the armored individual, soon to be known as the champion of Serpent God, summoned forth the spectral serpent and managed to fend them off to try to escape. Ortis sadly fell in battle and is being rushed back to see if he can be brought back to life. We now return to the group as they are now investigating and trying to figure out how best to move forward. Okay. Give me a moment. There we are. Alright. So, Farron and his Drake no longer there, but Ortis is being transported out of there. You all said that you wanted to investigate the corpses of these individuals. Kim is also going to be coming up and whatnot. I would say comes up to Nail, basically, to keep him safe in sense. But yes, what do you want to do? Because I know Adrian wanted to investigate the corpse of the Serpent God, and Fecht wanted to investigate the corpse of the Dark Priestess. Is that correct?
Like, Ortis is dead.
Yes, Ortis is dead, and he's being rushed over to see if he could be revived. So, I guess in this situation, Adrian, Fecht, roll investigation checks to see what you could discover about the corpses.
Can I do perception?
I mean, if you're wanting to look about something, this is more like, I guess, investigation or perception. Either one would work, I guess.
Thank you.
A 13.
I'll give myself guidance, and that's a 27.
Okay. So, Adrian, with your 13, as you're looking at this pus of dead person, you know that the armor appears to be ancient to your interpretation, but you see that there seems to be some ritualistic carvings on the armor. And you notice that some of these carvings and literature is similar to Orcish and Goliath that Ortis speaks and probably has written a couple of times. So you could possibly assume that this might be a Gunkaran However, what you could determine is that the condition of the armor looks old. And the weapon that he was wielding is no longer there.
Agent will Arcana check the armor, I guess.
Okay.
See if it's magical.
Okay, I'll allow you to do that, Arcana. Okay, as you Arcana check you're specifically checking the remains, or are you checking the armor specifically?
The remains and the armor.
Okay, so as you focus with your instincts of your magical abilities, you do discover that there is remnants of ancient magic on him. Some in a sense of like divine magic power, god-like power. However, the armor and magic that you detect is residual, as in it's a byproduct. The body and the armor is not the focal point of the magic that you are detecting. It is not the original source.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Do I have detect magic?
Well, you're doing that. Fact, with your 27, you see that this priest has his staff. Looks crude and mishmashed together, but you could see that, like, it's cultisk in origin with a hint of barbarism. You also see that this individual has symbols and religious pendant of sorts that you see, and you don't recognize it, but you see it around his neck. You also do discover what appears to be a parchment, along with a bag.
Alright. I will take the parchment and the bag. What's inside the bag?
As you open the bag, you see the faint glow of purplish, reddish energy. You see what appears to be 2 more crystals that this priestess used to summon this acid elemental. Well, not summon, but create.
Okay. So... Sorry, I'm just double checking. So does this mean that I can summon the acid with the crystals, or I just have the crystals that were used for summoning it?
Okay, so during the fight, the priestess used one of the crystals, possibly the 3 out of the 3, because there's only 2 left in the bag, to create the acid elemental that you all fought in the river. There are 2 crystals in the bag that he did not use yet. Possibly he was going to create 2 more, and those were going to spread out.
Okay, I just want to make sure if they're like components instead of just the actual thing. So
no, they're not spell. They're not spell components. Yeah. They are the corrupting crystals that the group has been hunting and discovering.
Okay, just wanted to be sure. All right.
Yeah. By the way, the crystal was not destroyed in the river, so the crystal is still in the river.
Oh, okay. Alright. What about the parchment you just said?
Yes. So you open up the parchment and you see that it is a crudely drawn map of the island. As you see a bit more closer of the area that you are in, you see that you are in the area of the river. But you also see what appears to be other spots marked with an X or so that this individual was supposed to go to. And on the bottom right-hand corner, you see, "Get this done, and then we shall corrupt the capital."
Okay. Have we been to any of the places that were crossed out, like marked on the map?
No. This is the X's were like along this riverbed. Basically, he was going to go to one point of the river, drop a crystal in there, and then go to the next and to the next. Like, basically, he was trying to create, like, powerful... You know the blob from the movie, the horror movie? He was trying to create that, but with the acid.
Okay, I think I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good thing we stopped him. Alright.
Yeah, Adrian, you said you were checking if you had detect magic, right?
Yeah, I don't have detect magic.
Okay. Well, I guess the question is, do you still want to investigate the corpses or possibly investigate other places? Or do you want to try to retrieve the crystal from the river? Or are you wanting to head back to the outpost?
So earlier you said that something you detected something else that's magical that's emitting from the armor.
Okay, so the magic that you detected off the corpse and armor were like faint traces, a byproduct of the magic that this individual was using. You could hazard a guess that possibly the sword that he was using was the source of that magic.
Good Adrian. And what happened to the sword again? I forget.
I said that when you approached and you investigated the individual, you noticed that the sword that this individual was using to channel and summon that spirit thing before it disappeared, the sword was gone.
Okay. Adrian will then look for the crystal.
Okay, so you do know the crystal is still within the river. And I did say that this river was green, so it is acid. And I do believe, did you guys shoot off a rope or something to make a lifeline or something? I don't know.
Something like that. I was a Giga Chad and just walked in, and I've beat the acid elemental one-on-one.
Actually, weren't you in the maw of the serpent?
That was all according to plan.
Okay, well, whatever. Kim will shoot a line or so. I'll draw a line and she just shoots a line from this tree to that tree, if you so wish, and she will use that as the lifeline. So you could use that to climb back to the other side.
Does Adrian have a general idea where the
Crystal?
crystal is?
Okay, so when you guys eliminated the acid elemental, it died right here. So you have a general location where the crystal might be, or it might have flowed down the river. You are not sure, but you can make a perception, or you could do an arcana check to see if you could locate it.
Well, Adrian will Adrian will make a perception check. Yes, sir.
Okay. 15. Okay. As you're looking at the general spot where the monster died. You're looking, and you faintly see amongst the vibrant green oozing river of acid, you see the faint glow of the purple reddish mazurite crystal at the bottom in the center of where the elemental died. I will just add this guy to map layer. But yes, he's right where the monster died.
Yeah, do you have Mage Hand?
If you want to try to use Mage Hand out of there, you could totally do that. Does Mage Hand have a hit point?
I'm not sure.
Actually, yeah. Because I think it will be fine, but I'm not entirely sure.
Let's see. Adrian will just cast so you can see the crystal?
You could vaguely see where the crystal is located, yes. You could vaguely see it.
Is it enough to cast a spell on it that requires for him to see it?
You see the general location of where the crystal is. Like, you see the glow faintly underneath the vibrant glow of the bubbling acid river. So you do have a visual on the crystal. Vaguely.
Adrian casts animate objects and have the crystal fly over to him.
Okay, so you are casting. Okay, so you are casting a spell directly on this crystal. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. First, I need you. Hang on. Need to get the player's handbook because pretty sure I did something similar to this, but I need to be 100% sure. Okay. Because these things were like created with like chaotic magic, so there was a possibility of side effects. And I am trying to find that. There we go. Okay, I need you first to roll for me a... What's your spell casting ability? Is it intelligence or charisma?
Charisma.
Okay, I need you to roll a charisma saving throw.
Okay, I'm very good at that.
27. Okay, as you cast the spell on this on the crystal, you manage to save off the chaotic effects that were going to affect your spell. So you manage to levitate the crystal above the acid river. And you're saying you wish to bring it towards you.
Yep.
Okay, so you're bringing it towards you. Do you have a place to put it in?
No, it's just gonna hover in front of me.
Okay. And is this a concentration?
Yes.
Okay. And it lasts for
1 minute.
1 minute. And you just casted it on the first level, right?
At fifth level, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a regular fifth level spell. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Fifth level,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's floating in front of you. So it's coated in acid still, so it's gonna take some time to dry off. But yeah, what is everybody else doing in the meantime while this is happening?
I'm just being chilling while everybody else is panicking to try and save Ortis.
No, Ortis is already at the outpost, so he's out of sight right now.
Yeah,
but
so I'm not doing anything special. I'm just keep looking at the body, staying with the others while Ortis is being hopefully revived through the power of dark evil powers, aka clerics.
Yes. Nail, what are you doing? What are you planning on doing during this intermission?
I'm going to collect a sample of the acid river.
Okay. Do you have the alchemist supplies, like beakers and whatnot? And do you know how to safely extract acid?
Yes, I am an alchemist.
Okay. First off, I guess roll either a nature or an arcana check on the acid.
Arcana, don't fail me now.
23. Okay, that's actually very good. So as you're looking at this acid, acid that you know of is not this bright green. It's not this shade of green. And hey, Layla. So important things. The Mazerite crystal that created the acid elemental is recovered, and Adrian has it levitating basically with animate object currently. Fecht examined and found a bag of 2 more Mazerite crystals and a parchment that was detailing other spots at the river where to plant these Mazerite crystals, and with a message saying, complete this task and then we will corrupt the capital. And basically now Nail is wanting to take a sample of the acid river, and he rolled a 23. And I was just about to tell him. So, you know for a fact that natural acid that you know of, whatnot, for poison and whatnot, it's not this shade of green. This is a very bright lime-type green acid. And it's bubbling, which is not exactly known because in order to make acid, you would need to bubble and make the chemical combinations. So whatever is bubbling, you could tell that this might be hot acid. And for a fact, with your arcana, that this isn't natural. This is a byproduct of magic. And this type of acid, in your alchemist experience, you could tell that this might be a very powerful acid that you might be able to use in your alchemy skills, or to use as a weapon if you properly know how to use it. So I would say it's like at least 2 times, maybe 3 times stronger than regular acid. So that means whatever damage that acid alone would do, it is multiplied by 3.
Okay. Special magic acid.
Neon lime green, magical boiling acid, yes. And you wanted to take a sample of it. So my question is, which container are you going to use to try to get a sample of this?
a glass beaker, like
And
normal people would.
yes, and if I recall, glass is immune to acid, right?
Most glass, yes.
Most glass. And this is specialized alchemy glass, so it is super good. So, you carefully extract some acid into this beaker, and yeah, but the weird thing is, when you take it out of the river, you see that the acid in your container is still bubbling.
Okay.
And you're only getting like one sample. Like, so the container that you're using, is it a small, medium, large?
Small.
Okay, so like a test tube small. Okay. But yeah, you do that. And Kim is just watching over, making sure that nothing grabs at you. So that's what you're doing. Fact is being fact. Layla, what are you doing while this is happening?
I was gonna look for the one that fell in the river, but we already found that one, right?
You are so low right now.
Sorry. I was gonna look for the crystal that fell in the river, but we already found that one, correct?
Yes. Adrian used animate object on the crystal and is now currently hover in front of him as you see the acid dripping from the crystal.
Okay. Then... I think I'm good. There's not much I can do. Everyone's already expected everything.
Okay. I mean, well, I'm not. Yeah. You inspected what you believe is important of the bodies and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So you are wanting to head back to the outpost then.
Yes. We need to make sure Otis is fine.
And everyone is in agreement with that, heading back to the outpost to check on Otis.
Yeah.
Okay. So, after...
How do we collect the crystal, though?
Yeah. So, you do see that the acid does dry off on the crystal. And Feck does have a bag of crystals right now that he did lift off the Dark Priestess. So do you put that crystal in that bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
In a special bag?
In the bag that Feck had? Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Boom. So, Feck, you now, in the bag that you lifted from the Dark Priestess, you now have 3 Mazarite crystals on you.
3 more I could kill. I mean, on what? In one-on-one.
Yes. And you are all now gonna head back to the outpost, rushing in urgency to see if you could, rescue your, ensure that Otis will be okay. So you all rush there. Farron is nowhere to be seen because he decided to get out of there and do some other stuff. everybody rushes in, basically asking, "Where's Ortis? What has happened?" And some of the people there point towards a tent in far place over here. And do you all head over there?
Yeah.
Okay. You go inside the tent and you see that there is a healer there, who is administering first aid and healing magic, and you see that the fading of healing magic recedes, and like she just shakes her head as you see Ortis is not breathing and not moving. But the weird thing to you, Layla, make a medicine check.
Oh boy, something I'm not skilled in.
2.
Nope.
Okay. Ortis! I mean, you saw him. He died. But you see that there's no decomposing happening on him. He's not looking like dead. He looks like he's asleep. But he doesn't look dead. You don't know for what reason.
So what's his condition, Josh? Hopefully he'll just wake up.
The woman turns to you, Layla, and she says, as she gets up and walks out of the tent, I'm sorry, but he's in a state of death, but he's not decomposing like regular corpses. I'm sorry, she says as she walks away.
What's that supposed to mean? You're saying he's practically a vegetable?
No idea, because comas, they don't know much about comas, but he is in a state of death and non-death.
Adrian will peer into his soul.
You peer into what?
Peer into
His soul.
Ortis' soul.
Can you do that?
Oh, I know what you're wanting to do. You wanting to do the whole soul servant thing ability, right?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, I could do that. Alright. I could use, what do you call it?
And I bet Feck is just being Feck, just standing there, right?
He's waiting to be included.
You don't need an
Where is it?
invitation back.
Otherwise, he's just staring through everybody's souls.
Ah, here it is. This can only work on living creatures, so...
Okay. So you're doing the, soul thing. Bind the soul. Okay, it's movement, So basically, you could use this to, like, ask questions or whatnot, right? Or is that the other one?
That's a different one.
Yeah. Yeah, because...
No, is Ortis... Ortis is unconscious? Or what is he?
roll a medicine check.
Yeah, it is.
5. Same thing. He looks dead. You saw him get killed, but he doesn't look like he is decomposing. His eyes are shut. There is no sign of his body decomposing from death.
I'm gonna use the luck points.
Okay.
Mark.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
I guess we're just waiting for Naylor. No,
Nail effect.
Nail
Yeah.
effect, which is there's an open invitation.
I mean, like, you see Layla and Adrian over there huddling around a tent looking dismayed right now, so you can go up there to investigate what's going on.
It's... Fecca's the worst person to have at a funeral. You know what, fuck it, I'll just in fact will walk over. Is he dead?
No.
Not sure.
Do you want me to make sure he is?
No. Put your weapon away.
I don't need my weapon.
You know what? I'll try.
Alright. Can I roll a medicine check?
Yeah,
Not
sure.
looking at him, like not actually touching him, but just staring at him.
Yes, obviously. Go ahead, make a medicine check.
Alright, I'll give. I just meant, like, rollboy, why is he just staring? He's like, oh shit, he is dead. Fuck. You know what? If it wasn't a nat, that wasn't bad for a nat 1. Anyway, yeah, that's a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, seeing that, Layla rolled a 2, Adrian rolled a 5 and a 7. I'll say, same thing, he doesn't look dead, he looks like he could just be asleep, but, you do see what appears to be maybe circulation in his body. Air is going out, and he is breathing, but it is so faint that you barely notice that.
That would be an expert in it. He's just walking corpse. He knows what breathing is actually like.
But, Nail, if you want to take a crack at medicine...
What do you do with someone who's
I'll give guidance. Fuck.
Wow.
Oris is fucking dead.
Same thing, what you discover, along with the fact that Otis appears to be breathing, albeit very faintly, very shallow, that you barely notice it.
Yeah. Would a lesser or greater restoration help him?
I don't know, do you want to try that?
Do we even have a person who knows greater restoration?
I mean, you had someone who had, like, Revivify and whatnot, but that didn't seem to work, because apparently he is not exactly technically dead. He's on the cups of between life and death. He's in a stalemate.
People's minds?
I was gonna do that next. But
Okay, you want to go into his mindscape? Go into his mindscape, Layla.
Well, I've never been that cautious before. I'll see if I can create a I'll see if I can connect with his mind.
Okay. You're speaking to Otis via through telepathic speech. What do you say to him?
Wink up, Otis.
As you make this link, Layla, I need you to make a wisdom save. Three. Otis, I need you to make a wisdom save as well.
Got no advantage.
Yeah, so 10. Okay. So, you make this link, Layla. Your eyeballs basically go in the back of your head as you're in this catatonic state as everybody watch, as you find yourself in a place that you don't know about. Thick brush of forests around you. You hear the crashing of waves. And you see that you're probably near a coast or something. A mountain coast. And you hear heavy fighting. You peer through the woods and you see what appears to be a group of orcs and Goliaths fighting each other. Barbarian-like, Viking-like. You see some... What are you doing, Adrian?
No, I misclicked. No. Yeah, Adrian attacks or is shaking. I just misclicked.
Okay, but yeah, as that's happening, you see that there is fighting. You see what appears to be an individual with a sword-like weapon, crude and violent. He uses it and he cuts like about 2 enemies in half before he is skewered. He falls as the weapon disappears. You then see time itself fast forward. You see what appears to be another battle. This time, another individual is fighting what appears to be strange invaders. You see that they appear to be demonic minions. This individual fights these individuals with the weapon you saw earlier until they're all dead, but this individual dies from his wounds, and the blade remains there until another individual goes and picks up the blade and walks away. Again, time changes. This time, you see the individual you all fought before. As you see, he violently kills an individual who is wielding the sword, claims it, and then stabs the individual with the blade. Thunderstorms rage in the rain as he does a whole victory clash and yell of his victory. That shifts, and now you're in this same area before. The forest, the coast of the mountain line, waves crashing. And you see Ortis, who is on his hands and knees in front of this blade.
What's going on?
I go up to him.
You go up to him, but as you go up to him, about like 15 feet away from him, there's an invisible force that is preventing you from getting any closer.
By pushing harder and yelling for Otis to wake up, get up.
Roll a your spellcraft for your thing. You're a sorcerer. You're a charisma based sorcerer. Yeah. Roll charisma. 22. Okay, you managed to at least break through the barrier enough for you to say a couple of words to Ortis. What do you say?
I tell him, wake up. Otis, get on your feet.
Ortis, you hear Layla's familiar voice. You turn, you see what appears to be Layla, but what you see behind you are rows and rows of enemy warriors. Back of your days in Gunkar, during some civil wars or tribal wars, you see the individuals you have slain come back to life. zombified or bloodied. You believe that you might be in Valhalla, but you're not sure. This might be hell. But you see Layla is there, albeit half of her or so, as she appears to be trying to reach out to you. And then Layla, you are pushed back between the barrier. And you try to get him to notice you again, but he seems fixed on this. And then, Ortis, you hear, "You have slain many who were deserving, many who were not. You claim you are a warrior to protect your kin. Tell me, warrior, what is it that you seek? What do you strive to become?"
Or is this just looking around? He just saw Layla. It's like,
Do I hear this from where I'm at?
Roll a perception. 13. You hear gargled voice, but you do hear faint traces of the things he was saying. Warrior, seek, strive to become. As you're hearing this voice seems to be addressing Ortis.
I yell again, Otis, don't listen. Come to me.
Roll charisma to see if you could break through again. Ooh!
Yeah.
You go, and then you feel like something is grasped around your neck, and something is like choking you a bit.
How far away is Otis from me?
15 feet.
15 feet.
But you are prevented by some sort of barrier.
Going to cast telekinesis and bring Otis to me.
Okay. As you go to cast your telekinesis, you then feel your arm twist and then breaks. You scream in agonizing pain, and then you hear in your mind, "You will be silent, you worm." And then, Ortis, Layla, you see the towering figure of a serpent that is larger than anything you have seen before. Ortis, you hear, "Take the blade. Be a warrior. Cut down your enemies. Become stronger, Ortis. Strong enough to protect your kin from all that would do them harm. You fell by weaklings. You will die in disgrace." As the head lowers itself, as you smell the breaths of rotten like flesh and food and all of that, as you see what appears to be like razor sharp teeth, rows of it, you know I am right. You need to be strong. Take the blade. Cut them down.
okay, did Horse hear when Layla got her arm broken?
Nope, you don't hear that.
Can't make a persuade. Oh, can't make a perception?
Basically, you can do that. Yeah, make a perception check. 12. Okay, you're looking around frantically, like you're looking among the rows and rows of former enemies that you have slain, but you don't see Layla anywhere. You think it might have just been, like, your imagination playing tricks on you. Basically, at police stations, when you're like in the interrogation room and like the glass behind you, like you could see the interrogation, but you can't interact in the interrogation. That's basically what's going on. Otis, you're in the interrogation room while Layla is in the observing room.
Orders, you can have all the power you want. All you have to do is pick up the sword, right?
Yep. That's what this entity, this serpent, is telling you.
We're just having a mental split. Like, where's this, like, sees his other self. No, really, just like, his echo. Touching the sword, pressing it.
You summon your echo to grasp the sword?
It's a mental thing.
Okay.
Like a part of him mindset, but he just having a mental split.
Oh, okay. Yeah, basically. And you then, you hear screams and yells as you then see what appears to be fighting. You see your comrades fighting, trying to get to you. But you then see one of your allies being skewered from behind, another being decapitated, and the other being cleft slowly. And you're saying, "You could save them, but you choose not to because you are afraid to grab power, Ortis. Are you a coward, or are you an orc?" The serpent says.
I'm an orc. And I crave power. I want to dominate. I want to slaughter. I admit it.
Then take the blade. Coat it with the enemies of the wicked. Cut them down. Claim your vengeance and claim your victory.
I want to. But my gut says something's up.
Oh, so you are a coward. And then you see the imagery changes. You see your home, your tribe, your village being burned by the enemies you have slain before, pillaging, destroying, slaughtering all. You then hearing screams, yells, and then you hear, well, not hear, but you feel someone grasp at your hand, and it appears to be a little boy saying, "You could have saved us," and then falls limp and dies. Roll a wisdom save at disadvantage. Ooh. You see this and you're backing away, looking around in horror, seeing your home being pillaged, burned, and then you hear the voice. "You know I speak truth. I give you power. You crave strengths, Ortis. Give in. Kill them all." Layla, you see what's going on, but you can't do anything. You can make another charisma check with your spell to try to break through the mental protection.
I'm gonna do that while doing thaumaturgy to make myself as loud as possible.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. You managed to break through just a bit.
I yell, Otis, wake up.
Otis, you turn and you see Layla.
Wake up. Just going towards her.
You go towards her, but you feel something keeping you still. The scenery changes back to the forest with the mountain coastline, and you see the serpent and says, seems we have someone who wishes to speak. Fine then. I give you a challenge, Ortis, warrior of Gunkar. If you can inflict a wound on me, I shall leave you. But, he growls, if you are unable to wound me, then I will be bound to you. Do we have an agreement of the ancient rules?
Why I feel like I'm being tricked?
No trick, no schemes. I simply want a mighty warrior who could wield my gift to slay those who are deserving retribution and vengeance. Come now, Ortis. You, of all people, have witnessed injustice. So does your friend. And Layla, you feel yourself not being restrained and being fully integrated into the mindset. You're now within the same plane of existence with Ortis. You fall onto your hands and knees as you finally breach, and you see the large shadowy serpent.
You again.
Actually, make a religion or history check, the both of you. Okay. So, Layla, Ortis, you know vague stories from Gunkar about a serpent god. However, Ortis, you do know of only one god that is a serpent, which is Jormungandr.
Layla, it's Yammergander.
The world serpent? Why is he in your mind?
You hear him chuckle, and then Layla, you then see the sword that was implanted into the ground that Ortiz was in front of. You recognize this as the sword that the champion of the Serpent God was wielding before he died.
The sword. I cast Shatter on it.
Oh. Cast away. You cast your shatter on the sword. You see it being affected, but you don't see cracks on it. It says, how about this? You could have your little friend here assist you in trying to wound me, Ortis. I will give you that much. What do you say? A trial to see if you could be free of me, or be bound to me.
Otis, this is your mind at the end of the day. He's an invader. You can push him out so long as you believe you can.
I can push him out?
This is your mind. It's a dream realm. It's connected to you. He is invading it. If you believe you can vanquish it, it will happen. But you have to will yourself. That creature is nothing but a big snake. Say it with you. Nothing but a big snake. You fought giant snakes before.
Nothing but a big snake.
And then you hear nothing but a big snake who will devour the entire world. But I appreciate the gesture and compliment, he says with a chuckle. But go on, Ortis. Try to push me out.
I can't
Wound
fight that.
me.
So you can just go up there and punch him.
Oh, you cast Fly on Ortis?
Yeah.
Okay. Ortis, you feel the fly spell take hold.
I'm going to need help. Oris closes his eyes and and tries to do something crazy, but he tries to contact Adrian's patron for he has no idea his name, but he just tries asking for help.
What level are you?
I am level 11.
Okay. This seems like a whole divine intervention type situation. I'm feeling this is what it is, and if I will call divine intervention, you roll a d20, and if you roll below the level of your class, divine intervention will take effect. Is that how it works? Hang on. I'm gonna look
My
this.
intervention is a cleric thing.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna like, because he is attempting to make contact with your god, Adrian.
Mhm.
He's asking for divine intervention. So
You'd have an 11% chance of rolling a D100. 100% chance.
yeah, so you need to roll a d20, and if you roll below or at 11, divine intervention will take place. So roll a d20.
So I roll below 11?
You need to roll an 11 or below 11 for the divine intervention to take effect. Just a straight D20 roll.
Okay.
Oh! Okay. Okay. Adrian, you just see Layla in this stance and whatnot, eyes rolled back, concerned, you're looking, and then you feel something change in the air. You feel something shift in the ley lines of magic and whatnot as you feel your body radiate with power. And then you feel some of that power being drawn in to Layla, and then, therefore, to Ortis. Layla, Ortis, as you make this claim, you see, before you, before you, give me a minute. I cannot freaking believe that this actually happened. Oh my god, I am freaking out. I love this. I love this so much. Thank you. You see this figure appears. In game art. You see that individual appears, and he then says, I'm thinking this is the first time we physically meet in person. I thought I would be making the introduction with Adrian, but it seems I must make that with you three. He then looks behind him, seeing you, Layla, and Ortis. Well, don't just stand there. Arm yourselves. And then you see your weapons and equipment on hand. We have a serpent to kill. And, okay, I don't know why that did that, but okay. Okay, give me just a moment. Trying to find something that I guess this would be the best option. Give me a moment, trying to... Oh, come on.
Oh my god. Okay, screw it. If the map thing is not going to be working for me, fine. I'll do what I need to do on my own. Jeez. The map is
Yeah,
not.
Roll20's been buggy.
Yeah.
Roll20's been buggy lately.
Okay. Map layer. Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay, do you see the map?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, give me just a minute. Oh, wait. Hang on. I think I might have messed up. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah. I did mess up. Okay. I wasn't able to find him, that's why. Ugh. It doesn't matter. I'll use him for now. I mean, like, it's not permanent. Oh. Yes, delete. Sorry. Just give me a minute. Because I misused one of the things, but it's fine. So, yes, remove the attachment. And okay. Okay, so but yes, this is the proper image of Ichigo, because I had pictures, it's just I forgot about that one. Okay, there we go. And I'll just... So yeah, there is Ichigo, clad in samurai armor. And as for the monster, which is Jormungandr, is there a snake? Please let there be a snake. Ooh, yes. That is how big Jormungandr is. And imagine that this is his tail that is cutting you off from escape. Now for battle music. So let's have some initiative rolls then. Okay, Layla with a nat 20, let's go. Ichigo was a 30. And I guess I could just use a little snake. Use a little snake for his initiative. $21.
So first off, Ichigo will draw his blades, and as his legendary action, he's going to do a disappearing. He vanishes, and he appears like right up to above Jormungandr, and does a whole slash attack, which is an automatic hit on Jormungandr, which deals 12 D10 damage. For a total of 83 slashing cosmic damage on
Yeah, my god.
yeah, Jormungandr, sorry. Okay, that actually might be a bit much, so how about this? Yeah, that seems better. Keep their HPs equal. Okay, and that's a legendary action, which is not an action. Okay. Minus. Okay, then Ichigo is going to, as he's falling, he's then going to do 2 attacks with his katanas. Uh, 17 misses. 24 just hits. And he's dealing 8d12 damage. On Jormungandr, which is 81 points. I am scaling it just a bit because, again, this is a boss battle against a god.
Is it possible for any of us to join in as well?
So you don't know what's going on, but you do see Layla and Ortiz radiating with what appears to be divine cosmic power, but you don't know exactly why. You think something is happening, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
But that's gonna be it for Ichigo, as he is just hovering in the air with his katanas. Layla, it is your move.
Gonna move back 30 feet. And then I'm going to spend a turn, see if I can contact the minds of Adrian or Nail.
Okay. With telepathic speech?
Yeah.
Okay. You need to roll a high enough charisma to see if you can break through. So roll a charisma. No, you manage, you try to break through, but the mental fortitude of this dream realm is too much for you. And I did say for you both to roll wisdom saves at the beginning. This is just like affecting how affected you are by this dreamscape environment. So Layla, since you failed, you take about 16 psychic damage from this failure of trying to make contact outside the dreamscape. Also, I'm thinking of lowering the volume. There we go. Okay, so you take
8 damage.
8 psychic damage. And is that all you're gonna attempt on your turn?
Was that an action? I assume it was an action.
Yeah, it was an action to try to basically do what you wanted to do.
Yeah, that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. It is now Yomagonda's turn. Yomagonda is then going to attack Ichigo. He breathes in deeply as he then begins to vomit. Well, not vomit, but expel what appears to be poisonous breath of sorts. That hits Ichigo, and Ichigo needs to make a... Is it a con save? Yes, it is a con save. Against being poisoned. Okay, he succeeds, but he will still take half of the poison damage, and this poison damage is 8d12. So half of this, so 54 divided by 2, that is 27. And that was his legendary action that he did.
Oh, I forgot I had this helmet.
What?
I forgot I had the helmet of detect thoughts.
Oh shit, right!
I'm gonna detect Lilith's thoughts, what's going on.
Okay, after this first round of combat, like, I'll allow you to do that out of the thing, and then Yomagonda is gonna make 2 bite attacks at Ichigo. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember at times. It's okay, that is gonna miss. Ichigo's AC. Second attack just hits. And he's gonna take at least 10 D10 damage, so that is going to be 68. Okay. Ordis, your move.
Or so create. Oh, we'll go into rage.
Yeah, also, I forgot to copy your echo. My deepest apologies. There's your echo. It's over here. Yeah, you're going to an rage. I want to keep this in mind that the head is elevated. But you do have fly activated, which lasts how long?
Lasts up to
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So yeah, you should be good. So yeah, you can fly up to where the head is. I'm going to allow that.
Yeah, I go to the head and attack.
Okay, make the attack rolls. Misses. That miss.
Oh, well, range.
Okay, that will provoke opportunity attack.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You will then take 10d10 bite damage from its attack. This is 64.
Ouch, good thing I'm raging.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. 32.
Okay. So at the top of the initiative order, Adrian, Nail, Fecht. As you guys are watching what's going on, you then see what appears to be injuries appearing on Ortis's body. And Adrian, you wish to do the helmet of the Texots, right?
Yeah, helmet of the Texots.
Okay, who do you want to do it on?
He will do it on orders, I guess.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna expend luck points.
Okay.
One more. 17.
Bit better. So, as you try to detect thoughts of what's going on, you're then getting a series of flashes. You see what appears to be a battle going on. You see Ortis flying as he gets attacked by what appears to be a giant serpent. You see Layla on the ground, and what you then see is this serpent and what appears to be a individual clad in samurai armor, dual-wielding samurai swords, levitating and fighting this serpent. And then you're just backed out of the mindscape of sorts as you attempted to at least see what was going on. But that's what you get. A vision of flashes of what's going on.
I don't join them like Lilith.
No, because this is the text off. This is not telepathic speech. You're detecting
what about
thoughts,
BBC?
not communicating with someone via through telepathy.
That didn't work.
Mm-hmm. So is
I tried
that
casting message instead?
okay? Your action was to use the helm to detect thoughts. That's going to be your action.
Oh, okay.
Next turn, though. Next turn. Ichigo is then going to make his attack. His two attacks. trying to remember what they were. Right, that was that, and then there was... Right, okay, so it's... Okay, okay, hang on. Okay, and then next was his serpent god. Poison. Ugh. Whatever. And then his regular attack. Okay, and that's 10. D10 plus 10, right? Then... Okay. And I said it was Ichigo. So Ichigo is going to make 2 attacks with his main weapon. That misses. That hits, which deals 8d12 plus 10. 72 damage on Yeoman. Bollocks. I clicked on the wrong thing. It's fine. Okay. Minus 72. Okay, and that's Ichigo's turn.
Going to try to break through and contact Adrian or Nail.
Okay, roll another charisma. Nope, and I do believe...
You would have taken 3d10 on the failure. So half that.
11. Yeah.
Yep. And that's your action?
Yes.
Okay. Serpent God. Serpent God is going to legendary action his poison breath again, which is a cone, and he's going to envelop both Ichigo and Ortis. So I need I need a con save from you, Ortis, and from Ichigo. Okay, that fails. Ichigo succeeds. So you take... You take 41 damage, so half that for Ichigo. Okay, so... That's 20 damage. And then he is going to make his two bite attacks. One is going to be on Ichigo. The other is going to be on you, Ortis. So, the one on Ichigo hits. That is 10d10 plus 10. That is 67 points on Ichigo. Okay, and the next one is going to be on you, Ortis. Does 30 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 58 divided by 2, because you are raging.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to end this around like 11:30ish to 12. So effect.
Okay.
So it's for effect also because he does need to go. So I just want to make sure.
I mean, I can stay for another hour and a half.
Yeah.
So
So you calculated the damage, Ortis?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is now your turn. Oh yeah, you're also under the poison effect. I forgot to mention that. So I'll do that. But yeah, it's your move.
Or this will create echo.
Okay. Sorry.
And he will attack.
With the echo.
Yeah.
Okay, roll the attacks. 16 misses. 28 hits.
And I'll activate.
Okay, which deals an extra 46. And we gain number of hit points. So you will gain 13 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how much damage in total?
15, 13. $31, $32.
Okay, 32 points of damage. Okay. Okay. And I believe you're going to do another, which is Unleash Incarnation.
Yeah.
Okay. That misses. That misses. Are you using a greatsword? Oh wait, hang on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason you sounded far away. Okay, what was the greatsword? Where did you get it?
Where I got the great sword?
Yeah.
I think he had one.
Okay. Because you've been using the light axe, that's why.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those sword attacks misses.
He'll use action surge.
Okay.
It switches normal, or at least it'll switch to a normal battle axe, or a natural battle axe.
You're using the light axe.
The light axe requires a bonus action to activate.
Yeah, but you are basically just like you're dropping the great sword and you're just pulling out the
His enchanted battle axe. Here
Yes. Okay. Is that your turn? Oh, 26 hits.
Good charge.
Why did you do blood oh. Wait, how many times can you... Oh yeah, whenever you hit a creature. Okay, so that's how much damage?
13 bonus damage. But it's 13. Oh, 13 damage. 6 rage and 12. Well, 6 plus. Or 4 plus 2. And 12 from the basic enchanted battle axe before he got it. When he got lost. So it'd be 13 plus 6 plus 12. 31.
Minus 31, okay. You're doing good. You're seeing some slashes and scratches on Jormungandr. Okay. Top of the initiative order. Outside people, what are you doing?
Agent will cast message on Ordis. Hey, are you okay in there?
Roll a wisdom save.
I know.
14.
14.
You don't get a response, but everybody in the dreamscape hears Adrian's message. And Layla, the next time you try to make a connection with the outside world, you would have advantage on the charisma check.
Okay.
Because Adrian basically opened a line of communication. Ichigo is going to do a flourish with his blades, and he is going to cast an ability. So Otis and Layla, you are now, in a sense, given the Spirit of Vengeance's blessing. So that means you could either opt for advantage on your attack rolls or double your dice damage for the attack. And that's going to be his action.
Will I still have the connection, the advantage for the connection next round, or will I lose it?
No. You have the advantage for the connection. What Ichiko did was mainly for, like, DPS. But yeah, you can make a charisma with advantage. $21. You just cleared it. What do you say to Adrian?
Otis is being attacked. Put your hands on my shoulder and connect with my mind.
So, Adrian, you hear Layla speak that in her catatonic state. Her lips are moving, saying this. So on your next turn, you could totally do that.
Okay. Well, I tell the rest of the party to do that.
Is no going to heal Ortis's body?
Is that your turn, Layla?
Yeah.
Okay.
My turn.
Serpent God is going to lay on the attacks now on Ichigo because he now needs to focus up on him. That hits. That's 59 damage on him. For the first attack. Second attack. Because this is multi-attack. That hits. And this is not on you, Otis. This is on Ichigo. 58. So he is also looking pretty bad as well, compared to Jormungandr. Alright, Otis, your move.
Okay. He's going to drop his second axe and now activate his sun axe.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack using Reckless
Okay.
so that he can use double the damage.
Okay. 19 misses. 23 hits.
He'll use a Blood 3 tattoo.
And how many charges can you do this?
Its max charges are 10.
Okay. I'm just asking because I want you to keep track of that.
And seeing that everything's still bolting, he heals as well.
Mm-hmm. Which is actually very cool that you are healing by dealing damage. That is so good. Okay, so how much damage is that?
Everything's doubled, so
Well,
5,
again, it's the dice damage for your weapon attack, not your rage or your bloodthirst. It's for weapon attacks.
Okay.
So that will be a
5,
28 for the radiant.
8 plus 17, 50.
How much?
50 altogether.
50. 50. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just like I hear 50, or is it like 15? Because I'm trying to make sure. Okay.
Then he'll use one last incarnation.
That hits.
And one more. Plus 3, 10, 2.
Okay, so the radiant will be 22. So that's
4 plus 22 plus 16. 42.
42 points of damage. Okay. Okay, this guy, he is starting to look very bad right now. Okay, top of the initiative order. Outside people.
Adrian will touch Lilith on her shoulder.
Okay, Nail, Fecht, are you doing the same?
What specifically? Sorry.
Okay, so you're gonna put your hands on Layla respectfully and try to make a wisdom save or wisdom check to bridge a connection to the dreamscape that Layla and Ortis are currently in to try to lend your aid.
Is it a check or
Check.
saving throw?
It's a check. It's a check to try to make the connection.
17.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. It's not the first woman in this campaign I've touched while she's unconscious.
That's so wrong.
Get on the shoulder. You
Nail, are
Fecht
you
will
are
just
you
lightly put a finger against her forehead.
Nail,
I'm gonna
are you joining as well?
No, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Ortis.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah. You put your hand on Ortis as you cure his wounds. Ortis, you feel healing magic affecting you as you are healed 7 HP. And, so, Adrian, you failed to make the connection, but Fecht, you make the connection. And you are now hurtling through a series of spells and whatnot until you now land face first on the ground. You look up and you see giant snake. And I need you to roll initiative.
Alligator.
7.
Okay. So yeah, now it's Ichigo's turn. Ichigo is going to again use his ability to increase everybody's attack and or DPS output. Layla, your turn.
Did we get a long rest? I forgot.
No.
Nope.
Fuck.
Acting like me.
But yeah, it's your turn, Layla.
lightning bolt, and I need to make a
Dex save.
dex save for Jormungandr.
Nate,
Yeah.
Okay.
it would be really weird if he manages to dex out of the way since he's a ginormous snake.
Does 18 beat that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just sees the lightning strike about to happen, like, just moves out of the way.
Still takes half, but
No, yeah. So that's 24. So divided by 2, that's 12.
well, yeah, 12.
Divided by 2 because he does have lightning resistance. So that's 6.
6. Well, we're learning things. Yeah,
Forrest would say, it is said in legends that Jormungandr will slay Thor, the god of thunder.
Hi, Ortist. I see you're not dead. Congrats.
Does he see him as he is in the living part in the real world, or do you see him as he would probably look like
Yeah.
human?
Yeah, I dive in like an ostrich, like pull my head out like an ostrich.
Yeah, like he just fell and like just lands on the ground, takes no damage, but like ugh and whatnot. But yeah, Layla, is that your turn?
yes, that's my turn.
Okay, it is the Serpent God. He's going to use his last legendary action to do his Poison Breath ability again. And I need everybody, Ichigo and Oris, I need you to make con saves. Ooh. And Ichigo rolls... Ooh, he fails. Taking the full brunt of his Poison Burst ability. That is 55 points of poison damage, and you are poisoned. And Jormungandr is going to take the bite attack on Ichigo.
Also, did he not hit by Echo?
Oh yeah, so your echo is also gone. That misses. That also misses. Serpent God misses both attacks. As Ichigo is just like whoosh whoosh out of the way. Otis. Ooh. Damn it. There we go. Otis, it's your turn.
He'll re-summon his Echo.
Whoosh. Okay.
Use a Rec plus attack against him.
Okay. That hits.
One bloodthirst attack. 2 strike. So that would be 14 times 2 plus 6 plus 13. 47.
47.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then he'll attack again.
Okay.
I have to write yourself to put advantage on that thing. Twenty-three hit.
Yes, 23 just hits.
Another bloodthirsty strike because nothing, and the damage is 2 plus Oh, 38. Oh, 48 damage.
48?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a moment. He's looking very wounded right now. Close to death by God standards.
Explain that, atheists.
But is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Fact. Your turn.
Alright. Any metal on this guy?
On the giant snake? No.
Alright, just wanted to be sure. Okay. Bonus action, I will activate fungal infestation. Wait, no, not fungal. No, it is halo spores. Halo spores.
Okay. Understand that this guy is like, his head is like very high up. So what's the
Yeah.
range on this thing?
Oh no, it just gives me the temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably looking at the wrong thing. Oh yeah, symbiotic entity, I mean, yeah. So I just get the temporary hit points, which I believe is 36 last time I did the math.
Okay.
And then I will...
I cannot
Can
believe
I
that
see its thing here?
it's what?
Its tail here, like, is it on the ground?
Like you don't see the tail because this is a very huge snake.
Okay, so I'll just ignore. Okay, so I just see the head sticking out of wherever it is coming from.
Yeah, basically,
Gotcha.
like this head is like so large, it's casting like a great shadow over everybody right now.
Not the first thing with big fangs I've killed single-handedly today. Alright, I will try and I'm gonna cast blindness, deafness, and I'm gonna try and blind him.
Okay, and this is a con save, right?
Yes. I thought it was something else. Whatever, I already casted it. DC 19.
Succeeds.
What the fuck? Wow, okay, so he needs a literal now one, whatever. Alright, yeah, that is my turn.
I did say that this is a god. They're gonna have god tier stats.
Oh, no, I genuinely didn't know. I'm not mad.
Okay, outside people. Nail, Adrian. Adrian, you want to attempt again to make a connection?
Yep.
Okay, roll wisdom.
Anyways, hey, Nail, do you think you could guidance me? Or do you want to heal, or is there somebody else instead? Up to you.
I was going to use bless, heal, or
Yeah, that works too as well.
Okay, so you're blessing Adrian,
order,
Ortis,
and the other guy that fights with melee.
Fact? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Ortis.
At least remember my name.
Oh,
We need a last luck points.
okay.
And a 4. Yeah, even with that.
You fail. You don't make it into the mindscape. Top of the initiative order, it is Ichigo. And Ichigo is going to slash at Jormungandr. That just hits. Okay, you see Ichigo basically rise up and basically stabs into Yomagon's head, and using the sword basically causes a big slash upon his head. Yomagon falls, and Ichigo just like just cleans his blade, in the fancy way, and he says, "I believe you said if someone can wound you, you would leave." Yomagon, I said if Ortis could wound me. And Ortis did wound me pretty good. Vengeance spirit. So, I will abide and not tempt him for now. But my eyes are on you, Ortis, Orc Warrior of Gunkar. You will pick up the sword sooner or later, and I will be there to grant my blessing to you. Oh, and Ichigo, do give your siblings my regards. And bop, 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 bop. Everybody exits the mindscape and returns back to where they are. Ortis, you wake up. Everybody wakes up, and from the mindscape, Ortis, you are very badly wounded. Layla, you are also badly wounded because you failed on the wisdom saves when you first started. You take 15 psychic damage. But since Layla has resistance, you will take half that.
Well, that was a waste of time. Nothing happened.
But Otis, as you look, you see what appears to be a strange marking on your forearm that has a sword with a snake encircling it.
Well, I guess it could be worse. Let's do Layla. Are you okay?
I've dealt with worse. You are who's half dead. Or should I say was?
Yeah. At this point, the healer woman comes back and like, by the gods, it's a miracle. He's alive.
Like I said, he was sleeping.
As you say, Miss Layla.
I'm going to call my sister and brother and let them know I'm alright.
So you contact your brother and sister, which is Gertis and Urtis.
Just wanted to say that I'm back in alright.
Back? Back from what?
Just in case you guys sensed anything. Is everything going good over there?
Yes, everything is going good. Miss Layla's sister is behaving, oddly enough. But the town is managing to rebuild itself.
and the territory is looking to restoring itself back to its former glory, as they say. And then Gertis, your sister, is then going to say, "But brother, I did felt a disturbance in the ley lines of our magic. What exactly happened?"
He tells them what happens.
Gertis then, like, pauses and then, like, "You fought the world serpent and survived?"
Close enough.
Ooh. I'd rather not be on the receiving end of that battle. But I will try to support you all I can, brother. Same here, Ortis. You always were stubborn. I gotta admit, I'm impressed, brother. I look forward to having a drink with you as you reminisce about more details about how you took down the world serpent. I bet Sor is quivering in his breeches.
Yeah. How is our quarry? The one we seek. He's basically telling him asking why the person they're looking for, that Boris was sent, his family were sent here to, basically his clan was sent here to find a person, an individual. Since it went so long.
Didn't you find him?
They found his friend, but not the actual individual they were searching.
Oh! Wait, you found your,
His
well,
friend, CJ.
yes.
But hadn't found the one that they were actually looking for.
Yeah, because you found Sage J Torf.
Yeah.
But you were looking for Gorgas?
Was the leader that they were sent with. I think about it. Let me see. It's been a while. It's part of it. It's on the thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
Gorgas.
first king of the criminal they were looking for was a giant, like Rekka, the cursed king of the cursed ice king. That's the word that we're actually looking for.
Yeah.
It's
No. I found him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I found him. And your siblings say, we searched all we can, but that bastard criminal hides well. He might not even be on Venture Haven anymore. He could be somewhere else entirely, but we aren't sure. But we are looking. Have you tried up north, brother? Maybe he is hiding within the mountains.
That would be the great place to hide. I still got things to do. Me and my party over here has things to... No, me and my command have things to do over here. Before we can go up the mountains.
I see. I understand, brother. I wish you luck.
Yeah. By the way, have you seen Gorgash?
Gorgosh.
The leader of our...
Yeah, I just said Gorgos, and okay. Question is, do you know where he is, or is he not found?
Boris has no idea where he is.
Okay, so yeah, then, your siblings would say, that is not known as well. It's been a couple of days, but we don't know where Gorgos is. And I'll tell you, Bowder Makar is eager to find him. I do not know how much longer we might be able to stay here. Also, our homeland is being quite impatient with their standings, wanting to know. I would need to go back to our homeland to reassure them. I am hoping we could deliver them good news.
If not, at least we have a foot here and can offer some things to trade and
Indeed.
options.
Indeed, that is always useful as well.
Okay. Stay safe. and fight
You as well, brother.
Turns off the tablet.
Okay.
I
Zoom.
think I'm still tired. Just goes back on the thing and just sleeps.
Okay.
Well, before he sleeps, he goes on to Adrian. Tell Ichigo thanks.
I will.
So yeah. So yeah, you go back to sleep.
You guess everybody, Adrian, go to sleep as well.
I mean, if you all want to go to sleep, that's totally fine. It is up to you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everybody can go to sleep.
Yep, Adrian will go to sleep and. Oh, he's not sleeping, he's meditating. He's in
Yeah.
trance.
Yeah, so is this a short or long rest?
Long rest.
Long rest.
Okay. You do that. You wake up again, and it is early morning with some morning dew. You wake up and you exit your tent, and you see Feck just standing there watching the tent menacingly. Feck?
Yeah, just staring.
Yep, staring. So yeah, everybody wakes up. So,
I
So
didn't
what's
want
the
you
game-
scared.
yeah. So what's the game plan here, folks?
Continue our search then, I guess.
Okay, so you're wanting to head back and deal with what you found. And try to find the third boss, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, wrong one. Dear God. Okay. You all make your way to where you will last off. You see that the bodies are missing. Ah, bollocks.
Okay.
Trying to... Oh, god damn it. There we go. But yeah, you all make it across?
Yep.
Okay. You make it across, and... Who is leading? Who is leading the group?
Like, do you know the location of where the boss is or not?
I guess whoever has the best survival.
I guess so. Who woes?
I can do it.
Okay,
Yeah, I can.
We kind of know where the boss is.
kinda.
Yeah,
That's a nat 20.
out.
Nice.
Now, what were you gonna say?
We kind of know where the boss is. We had scouts look for him.
Oh, right. Search for traces of him. Yes, yes, yes. I remember. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me.
Hey, Dale,
So-
you know why that water is acid?
There was a snake. I killed it.
Adrian will pick up, will grab a couple vials from his bag. A few vials.
Is the water still acid?
It is. It
That
is
is
still. It is.
question.
It is still green.
Yeah, Adrian will take a couple vials from his bag and and fill up 3 vials of the acid.
Hey, caretaker, is there anything we can do with this acid?
You can throw it on people.
And it will
that's right.
do 3
So,
times the normal damage of regular acid.
But if you're asking, like, is there anything special that can be done with it? I don't know. Probably some stuff you can do with all acids.
Is this magical acid?
It is.
Maybe I can use it to create the blade. What is it? I forgot what I called it.
Yeah, I want the sort of.
Acid, yeah. Yeah. Acid tongue.
Probably.
Let's get deeper into them.
Yep. Totally. Just give me a minute. Figuring stuff out. Okay.
Oh yeah, Victor, Victor, are you okay? You swim in that pool, that river of acid. And you're kind of not really having any meat to spare.
Huh. I lived. And I killed the snake.
No.
It jumps back in.
Say you live, don't you have to be, like, alive?
Fair enough.
Okay.
I survived my existence in that
You
water.
make your way through the woods until you come to a opening of sorts where you hear running water. You look ahead and you see liquid flowing in this. As you see, it's acid again. However, you see what appears to be a coffin of sorts. That is held in place around totems that are feeding power to it.
Orange grabs the tablet, turns it on. Hey, character, what am I looking at? And he just points towards the coffin.
It says, unknown. could be a ritual, you hear with sarcasm.
It is suspicious. We could check it out just in case if it's the boss or something. In hiding.
Out of curiosity, caretaker, can the tower make any more of these containment spears?
Possibly yes.
Can you guys start making a few of them for us in the future?
Very well.
Also, I guess it'd probably be a good idea to send some droids to collect some of this, mystical acid that's in this water. Assuming it's still here once we're done with that place. I guess if it's still here, you can probably, have some drones collect some. And have the tower study it.
Okay. That sounds doable. Oh, sorry, pardon me. Oh my god.
Adrian will make a perception check to see if there's anything suspicious, even more suspicious about the coffin.
Okay, give me just a minute. Trying to find stuff right now. Okay, what do you want to look at the coffin?
See if there's anything suspicious about the coffin.
What you do see is a sigil on it, on the coffin itself. You see that these obelisks are feeding it power. Just feeding the coffin power.
And I Arcana check the obelisks.
Sure.
Nice.
You could tell that these obelisks are being powered by Mazurite crystals. What you could also tell that there is necromancy magic being applied to the obelisks.
Okay, yeah, let's destroy this. This is nothing good.
You see that the bubbling, hot acid river here. You see movement. As you see stepping out of the acid, skeletal entities. Come slopping out.
Hey,
Ah.
Beck, your friends are here. Can
God,
you talk to them to see if they don't try to attack us?
God damn it.
Well, that's racist.
Hang on.
You're not really. Boys, you're not race.
I'll cast hold racism.
Okay, but you see these so what you see are skeletons and skeleton minotaurs.
Glorious skeletars.
What kind of skeletons are those?
Okay, so it's a skeleton minotaur. So it's a minotaur, but it's a skeleton.
Yeah, or it's been seen. I've never seen a minotaur before. Probably.
But yeah, that's what happens. So yeah,
Initiative.
initiative.
Nice.
If we're gonna do another combat, I think I'll just go a little bit earlier. Just save time. If that's alright with you, DM.
Sure.
Ah,
No,
bitch.
No,
Sorry.
no, yeah. But this is like I don't mind stopping combat in the middle. Like I said.
No, I mean, like, I will just leave now because we're about to do their combat and it's gonna take a while, so might as well just, I don't know. I mean, if you want, I'll stay. Like, it's your call.
I mean, yes. I mean, like this. It's gonna be an interesting combat. That's really gonna test you guys
Okay.
very
I'll stay.
well. I mean, every
I don't know, I thought it
combat.
was gonna be a. Yeah, no, I know. I just thought I thought it was just gonna be a quick skirmish, but yeah, no, I'll stay. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But yes, roll initiative effect. Okay.
17.
Not bad. Okay, so yeah, Adrian, you see these creatures walking out of the acid.
Near the Costa. Do they look hostile?
They are carrying weapons and they are looking at you right now.
Okay. I cast Spirit Guardians. And then as a bonus action, I will enter Shiro form.
Okay.
Are you planning something?
Yes.
What are you planning to do? I can move out of the way for now.
Fear. Oh, no, not Fear Radiance. What's it called? Sickening Radiance. Because light magic apparently makes you ill.
Oh, I have Sickening Radiance as well. I can do double Sickening Radiance. No, I don't think that works, actually. But
The exhaustion won't, but the radiant damage does.
mhm.
Yes, I know you can't exhaust a skeleton to death, but you can set it on fire with radiant damage to death.
Yep.
I will say one thing. What you notice about these skeletons is that their bones are glowing acid, neon, lime green, with arcane power radiating from them.
Okay. So Adrian will step back to give Neil some space, I guess.
Okay.
Cast a sickening radiance.
That's your turn.
Mhm.
Fact.
Alright. I will move. Go.
And I'm holding a shield up as well.
Alright, so we are killing these guys, right?
I mean, they're not attacking, but they did step out of the
Oh.
water when everybody got close to the coffin.
Okay, then I will hold my action. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna Divine Sense.
Oh. And that's 60 feet?
Let me. Yeah.
60 feet. So, yeah, you'll be able to also interpret what might be in the coffin. Okay, so what you are getting from the skeletons is clearly undead, with some mix of fiend mixed in. From the coffin, I don't know why the coffin is not in map player, but what you are getting from the coffin is you're getting undead fiend, and it is like giving you a headache when you are doing your divine sense on the coffin. Like, whatever is in this coffin is clearly very powerful with your divine sense. A powerful undead fiend.
They're protecting the thing in the coffin. It's very powerful.
I think you should destroy the coffin. Or destroy whatever is powering it and destroy whatever's inside of it.
Seems unnecessary.
Could be something dangerous.
In fact, he'll just shrug. Fair enough. He just gets ready to fight.
Destroying the coffin might unleash it.
I don't know,
Well,
he had a
you should
pretty
try
convincing argument.
At least destroy the crystals.
Alright, I will. Actually, I'm gonna back up a couple of feet, and
Okay.
then I'll end my turn.
The Minotaurs. Minotaurs are moving. This Minotaur is going up to you as it's doing a gore attack. Well, actually, no, it's a charge. And then hits with the gore attack on the same turn. The target takes an extra. Oh, okay. I'm learning how the gore thing works right now.
Okay.
That probably misses.
Yeah, it's not one.
Yeah. So that
Oryx
misses.
grabs the bull by the horns.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You stop it by grabbing its horns, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. What does Spirit Guardians do again?
If they enter it, their movement is slowed in half, and they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, I would also say the Minotaur here would also do a charge on you, Fect.
So has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Wisdom. 12.
That is a fail.
Okay.
They take 18 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, and the Radiant does do good damage on them since they are undead. Okay. Let's see if the go attack hits. Oh,
No.
Shit, that was supposed to be a 12. Crap. Okay, 12 plus 3, that's
15.
15.
15 misses.
Yeah, okay. That's it for the skeleton minotaurs. Also, they do have shields. The skeleton minotaurs. They have what is a great axe that they're using in one hand and a shield. But the great axe is basically like they're holding it like a battle axe.
Okay.
Or is this
Oh
gonna
shit!
activate his
Right, why didn't I put freaking battle music? Dear God! Okay, yeah.
He's gonna have his yeah, I think he probably, when he saw them, would have his axes online. Can't be feasible.
Okay,
So, yeah, so he's gonna rage and then attack with the sun axe.
okay. Oh. His PC crashed. Okay. 27 hits. Thirty-four hits.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You are hitting these things with good radiant damage, but they don't seem bothered by it. Skeleton turn.
They're not bothered by the radiant?
Not bothered by the radiance, but it is
Well, then-
affecting them. It is
Okay.
affecting them.
Their effect goes. And his death saving throw. When his movement speed is cut in half as soon as he enters.
Yep. I'm moving skeletons right now. Okay, 3 of them needs to make wisdom saves. Uh, 17 and 18.
Both fail.
Okay,
They all take 17 points of radiant damage.
copy that. That's gonna be their turn. Actually, no. Yes, it is their turn. Layla.
Yeah, give me a second.
Nail, I think I recommend maybe doing something else. Because if you do Singing Radiance, I won't be able to go into combat with them. It'll be more difficult, I mean. Since radiant damage doesn't seem to do anything extra.
Hold on.
I'm saying it's affecting them, but you see they're not
Yeah.
bothered by that.
I mean, they're skeletons,
just-
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're skeletons, but their bones are covered in the acid thing from the acid river.
They're still skeletons. Bludgeoning damage should be able to really hurt them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, by the way, Otis,
Yeah.
you said you grabbed the horns of the Minotaur to stop him from
Yeah.
saying
Acid?
yeah, acid burns from you touching it.
I thought that was more of like a flavor thing.
Yeah, you take 8 acid burn damage.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna say don't touch it on the acid.
Yes.
You know, I can use sickening gradients to bludgeon things to death too.
I'm gonna
That's
cast shadow.
true, but it'll be difficult for us to enter.
Only if until they walk out of the sickening radiance, because getting bludgeoned to death kind of hurts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do what you want. Let's say this turn first, though.
Layla?
Layla.
Yeah, I'm casting shadow. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It's just we couldn't hear anything you were saying. If you were saying anything.
Yeah. Okay, so you cast Shatter... Where, exactly?
Here, right here,
Okay, and that's a 30, 40?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, roll the damage. Okay, and it's a con save, and all those are being affected. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Including the crystal and the coffin. If it hits it.
Yep.
I mean, this would get affected, but I don't know about the coffin itself.
No, the coffin won't.
Ooh, those are good rolls. +4, so those... So that would be a natural 24, a 19, and a 23.
They take half.
They take half, and now for the Minotaur... he would take 4 damage. Nice. And as for the crystal...
9.
Yep. And as for the crystal obelisk thing, you do see it take damage, as you do see minor cracks.
Yeah.
Alright, now, your turn. Sickening Radiance?
No. Yeah, can you give me this little token thingy?
Yep,
I guess
that's...
I can just use it.
No, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Boom.
Okay. Oh, well,
All
one of
players.
them.
There we go.
There. I think it's like right there. Radius 30, circle 10. Sure, let's go with this weird yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's right here. Sickening Radiance. But instead of radiant damage, I'm going to use Ice Storm's bludgeoning damage because of my subclass.
That you could change the damage type?
Yes, as long as the spells are the same level in both wizard spells, then they are.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's bludgeoning damage. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's taking effect. Bludgeoning... Yeah, so you roll the
Take
damage.
Any combat. When does it do its thing? Dim green light, 30-foot radius.
Oh,
sphere,
they...
around corners. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time, or it starts to turn, the creature must make must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take the damage. So it'll do on their turns, and the DC for it is something.
Okay, so they're not taking damage right now.
No. When they do it, it's a 15.
Okay. And that's your turn.
Sure, I'm way back here.
Okay, I'm only asking. Adrian.
Let's see.
I mean, everything's for you to kill.
Yeah. There's only one thing. Yeah, I can't go there because I'm in.
You could stand here.
That's true.
Between diagonally.
I'd rather go for the one that's not about to be damaged by your spell. Okay.
Hopefully damaged by my spell.
Yeah. So he's one-handing his Thunder Fang. He'll attack twice, 28.
Okay.
23 damage roll for the first attack.
You slash at this thing's midsection. You tear off a couple of bones. That's good damage.
And then one more. Natural 20.
Nice.
And that is 10, 20 damage, another 20 damage.
You slash and you destroy this thing.
Okay, and then Adrian, so he went around. Yep.
And that's your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. I'll skip over Effect's turn for now, because he's that, but it's also 11:41, so it is getting close to 12. But it's the Minotaur's turn, and the Minotaurs need to make a con save, correct?
Yes.
Oh, 15.
Yes.
Okay, only 2 will succeed that.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna go with one that fails takes.
Oh, Effect.
Hi. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my computer.
No, it's fine. So it's the Minotaur's turn, but I skipped over your turn, but, like, you could do what you want to do.
Alright, I'll just keep it simple. I'll just take a swing.
Okay?
Yeah,
At
I'll
the one in
shillelagh
front of you?
first.
Okay.
Yeah. So, shillelagh and then good old Shving.
That hits.
29. Fuck it, I'll put in a first level smite.
Okay.
And because he's undead, he takes an extra D. I forget, is the base 2d8? I think it is.
It is 2d8. But when you're fighting an undead, it's an extra d8.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check.
No,
Alright,
yeah,
so,
so
then 28 damage.
Yep. Question. Your weapon, is it magical?
Shillelagh makes it magical.
Okay. No, just asking. Just asking.
Yeah, well, both are, yeah.
No, I'm wanting to make sure. That is all. But,
Yeah, I gotcha.
And is that your turn?
Oh, I'm surrounded, I just realized. Unfortunate. Alright, well, I used everything, so yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Now it's the Minotaur's turn. And the damage has already been calculated.
The
Minotaur...
one that failed took 29 bludgeoning damage and is glowing
Yeah.
green.
And then this Minotaur has to make a Wisdom saving throw as well because he's in.
Yep.
17 probably misses.
That fails, yeah. And he takes... Oh.
Okay.
He takes 24 damage. Nice.
Okay. Well, anyway, Minotaur number 1, that's new effect, is attacking. Those are gonna hit because he has advantage.
Yep.
And that is gonna be... 21 slashing.
Okay.
Next Minotaur is attacking Ortis. Does a... ...19 hit.
Nope.
Okay. So that misses. Minotaur number 3... He's gonna... move up here. And yes, I know.
Yep.
Need to make a will.
Yeah, his movement speed is cut in half as soon as he enters my Spirit Guardians.
Yep. That it fails.
Fails. Spirit Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
21 radiant
Yep.
damage.
Does a 31 hit you?
31 does hit.
Okay, good. That is 26 slashing damage on you from this Minotaur skeleton. Oh, I almost forgot. Shit. Right. Fecht, you were hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you take an extra 8 acid damage.
Okay.
Same. You take 6 acid damage as well, Adrian.
Adrian will use his reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
And you choose
Taking
acid.
only- Yeah,
Okay.
and he takes half of that acid damage.
Okay, so that is 3. Okay. Ortis, your move.
Okay. Gonna continue the onslaught, so he is going to attack this Minotaur.
Okay. And this is with just Sun Axe, correct? Yes, that hits.
He's going to use a point of the Bloodthirst Tattoo and see if it affects him.
The Radiant?
And,
Why did you roll a con save?
Concentration.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure that's a success.
how does they take the, necrotic?
Necrotic, no issue. Like, they're skeletons, they have no emotions, they can't do facial expressions here.
Okay, so he'll attack again.
That hits?
Okay. That'll be it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Skeletons.
All the ones in the area need to make their con saves.
Yep.
That's 5 of them.
Yep.
I'm just gonna do this now. We're gonna take 31 damage.
So, only... Probably
Assuming-
two will save.
Wait, how much does the 19 save?
Yes, the 19 save.
I mean the 9, not the 19. Does
Oh.
the 9 save?
No. Only the 14 and the 19 would save.
Okay, yeah, so 3 of them take the 31 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. And you
The
said...
14 and the 19 save.
Yep. So skeleton is gonna move.
I'm pretty sure they're all immune to exhaustion because they're skeletons.
Indeed.
Wisdom save.
Yep. Just give me
It's
a
like
moment.
pretty safe assumption.
Yeah, just give me a minute. Oh, let's go. Natural 20. Wish that was on an
Okay.
attack, but eh.
So one that fails takes 27 radiance, and the other one takes 23, or not 13. Takes 13.
Okay. Skeletons behind Fact and Ortis. They are going to make attacks. Does 30 hit you?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And I'm going to retaliate after that.
Okay.
So one attack.
9 slashing with 6 acid damage. Okay, and the 29 does hit.
So let's see.
Okay.
6.
Okay. Next is for the Azuran Perfect. 14 misses.
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait, no shit. They have advantage because they're flanking.
Nah.
15. Doesn't cut it, does it?
No.
God damn it. Okay. That's okay. God damn it. Might just make it there. Need to make a will save.
Remember, his movement speed is cut in half, so it'd be 15 if his movement speed would be less than 15, actually. Would be.
Yeah. If I succeed.
No, even if save or fail, it's
Yeah.
still cut in half.
Okay.
It wouldn't be able to reach. I don't think it would be able to reach Layla.
Yeah. Right there.
It takes the 27
Yep.
radiant damage.
27?
Yes.
Bone pile right now. Layla!
Gonna cast Fireball.
Oh. Okay.
Right there.
Okay, make the attack. No, wait, it's a
Does
save.
Fireball a save?
Yeah, fireball's a save, sorry. Dex. The 19 will probably succeed with its bonus. So that's 37 damage.
39 damage.
Yep. Okay. Crystal obelisks look pretty damaged. Is that your turn?
Yes, this end of turn.
Okay, Nail, you up.
Okay. We move here.
Okay.
Be 30 feet from Layla. I'm gonna use my bonus action first. To cast telekinetic shove to pull Layla 5 feet towards me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do much at the moment. Give it a second.
No. Like, you have a battle plan? I'm all for it. Surprise me.
Forced movement. The attacks. Next turn, Layla will be out of range of the Minotaur.
Oh.
No, she's still in range.
Indeed, because there's the Esser Minotaur.
Yeah. Next turn, when I pull her again, she will be out of range of the Minotaur.
Okay. Is that your turn?
No.
Okay.
I can attack.
Okay, no, you just did something, so I'm just asking.
I have somebody. There it is. Eldritch Blast. 1. 20 Eldritch Blast, do I get?
That's a crit.
And it's towards the Minotaur that's attacking her, so let's go with...
Not attacking her, but attacking fact.
Well, that could attack her.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Does the 16 hit?
checking its AC, yes. The 13 and 16 would hit.
Oh. So
It's a pile of bones. It doesn't have good AC.
Hey, just because it doesn't have good AC doesn't... I mean, just because it's a pile of bones doesn't mean it doesn't have good armor on. Okay, then it takes... I don't know... 18... less...
40-10.
No, wait, shit. Hang on. It has a shield, so,
It's only plus 2.
yeah, so the 13 will miss, but the 16 would hit.
Okay, then it takes 21.
Yep, okay.
Right.
Adrian, right?
My turn?
Yes, unless you want to end the session early, and then we could pick it up next session at the top of the initiative order.
I'm fine with continuing up to you, Fect.
I mean, if you guys want to go without me, I have a thing tomorrow, and I just don't want to stay up too late.
No, it's fine. And besides, it is getting close to 12, and I do want to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm starting to starve, and I have to take the dog out, so it's okay.
Yeah, so we can end the session here.
Okay.
Alright.
So yeah.
See you all in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Yep, see you all. Have a nice weekend and week.
You too.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yay! Bye.
Yep.